Because all the mirrors are reflecting you. Everyone. Doesn't matter. One mirror is, $100. Another mirror is only for 25 rupee. But the reflection is exactly the same. One has got golden frame and gilded edges or whatever it is, but they're all doing the same. They're just throwing you back on yourself. In any mirror you care to look, the same face is there. This one we did. Ready for you.
I'm aware of this very, very simple, normal awareness. Very, very normal, very ordinary. It's here. And all this thing, all this show is all a bunch of, all this universe, it's all a bunch of objects. Even the very slightest insight, very profound insight I have, well, objects. And I see that it is funny enough, it is making use of this instrument to inquire about itself. And still, and I see it, and I see that this thing is also an object. And still, there is this longing or something is still here, and also it also seems that this is itself is an object, and still this is like it's like spinning, same circle spinning all the time.
And the spinning is also
a circle, object.
What to do? In the beginning, when we start to look in these things, it feels like an effort because you're being reminded again and again to baptize your attention back into this place of seeing, keep coming back, to keep on recognizing, but this is my true place. It's my true place. And at first it just feels like effort for some people. I don't think it's only just effort, because each time you recognize the true position, the noise becomes insignificant, and there's rest. And again, up again, running, and then but this also. What are you speaking about? It's just these things also passing. And, yes, thank you. Wow, why do I keep getting caught in this thing? Why I keep getting caught in this thing? I don't know what's wrong with me. Can you see this as well? Yeah, I'm doing it again. The mind is doing it again. You see? And subtly developing, I can see even this. One time I was talking with one man, and he said, I've been looking for 35 years I'm looking. 35 years I'm looking. And what you are saying now is just so fantastic, man. It's so fantastic. Oh my God, it's so fantastic, so fantastic. I said, yes, but what is all this about? It is seen, no? Of course. Mooji, you're incredible. I said, no, this is avoiding something, incredible about it. What is seeing, even this incredibility, it's no big deal. That's it. I've got it. Who has got it? You are so far ahead, man. You're so far ahead. You know what? It was going on like this. And I said, look, this is also the mind is still doing it. I said, what are you afraid of? You're afraid of something. What is it? Afraid? I said, I don't know. Something is... I don't get it. It's like somehow I see this and I know it's not true, but still this thing is... And we kept on talking, and each time, you got me on this one. You got me. It's true. I agree. Who is agreeing? And like this he was... But I saw something is still backing me using this. And then finally what happened is that the doorbell rang. And a friend came and he says, "Ah, Mooji, sorry, I've got to go. We're meeting with this person." I said, "Okay, it's good." I said, "Even this you create. Even this you create. Actually, even this is created, see? You are seeing completely cleanly from that place. You say, even this thing, even this mechanism of using the body, because the only way that the consciousness in its pure way can have a taste of the highest taste is reflecting upon itself. It needs the body as this bouncing board to look at itself. But even this bouncing board itself is illusory. Nevertheless, it needs this bouncing board to somehow to have this taste. You see? But that is also seen. And then there's a yearning arising inside, a longing inside. But that is seen also, that must itself be a sort of phenomenon, you see. You see? But appreciate this phenomenon. Appreciate this phenomenon. The self has nothing to be afraid of. It's not dismissing anything cynically. It's not saying, "Oh, the world is rubbish. The world is a joke." It's not saying this. The world actually is divine. It's a divine expression, no? And every part of it is reflecting the truth, if you have the eyes to see it. It's the game it plays with itself, you may say this thing. But you have used it wisely. You've come, you've looked and says, everything that it uses is a phenomenon. It has to use a phenomenon. It makes the world into a mirror just to see itself. In every molecule, every atom, it's looking at itself. This mirror. Isn't it? One time I was staying in New York, in Malta's house, where is she? I don't know. But this is where I'm staying in Manhattan. And in her front room, she has lots of mirrors on one wall. Lots of mirrors. Maybe 20 mirrors on one wall. Okay? And they're all different shapes, all different sizes, different frames, and so on and so on and so. And I was looking one day at all these mirrors on the wall, and I said, okay, you know, I'd like to go around each of them and put the name of a sage on each mirror. Huh? Because all the mirrors are reflecting you. Everyone. Doesn't matter. One mirror is, you know, $100. Another mirror is only for 25 rupee. But the reflection is exactly the same. One has got golden frame and gilded edges or whatever it is, but they're all doing the same. They're just throwing you back on yourself. In any mirror you care to look, the same face is there. If you find an excavation and you find a mirror that was being used in Egypt made of metal, the face you see in it is still timeless. It's still now. And it's this thing. All of this universe become a mirror for the Supreme. It's seeing itself in everything. It's doing it. That's the joy you have of seeing it. It's not, ultimately, it's not a frustration. Is it? It's not a frustration. It's like, it's exquisite. You say, oh, look at this. Even in this. Even in a piece of shit, I see the divine. Huh? Is this an insult to the Supreme? No, everything is coming from this. It's just more ways you can enjoy yourself. But you're seeing something that I don't need to identify with any of these because they're momentary. They're momentary. I cannot live my life in a mirror. But I look to check something. Because I'm so intimately one with myself, I cannot really see myself. In order to really enjoy myself, I must manifest. I must manifest into multiplicity in order to have the taste, the sense of diversity. Yes. And I call me you. I want to play my call me you. Huh? But you call you I, and I am I. But I call you you. But it's I. Something. You're seeing these things. Don't tell anybody because it doesn't sound nice, you know. You talk about it, people say, this guy is really flipped, okay? Watch him. So you keep this thing quiet, and you continue doing your outer work in the world. But this seeing, this insight. And maybe this longing is just to keep on enjoying yourself more. I don't know. Something comes to complete rest, you know. And yet coming to complete rest, there's nothing more to solve really. I don't know. Maybe something will surprise us. Why not? We're up for it. But there isn't a nagging feeling inside, oh, there's still something I have not found yet. So everything is quiet. Everything content and peaceful is here. No? And you would imagine if there's nothing to chase in life, it must become boring. Well, actually it doesn't. Because there's a joy inside. When we talked about the push start, the effort initially to keep on checking in, at a certain point something opens up inside the beingness, a sort of like a carbonated feeling, I don't know. This sort of fizz, the fizz of being. The current, a subtle current of joy that is self-reminding, if you want to call it like that. It's there all the time. It creates a sort of a subtle sense of insulation from all the phenomenal movement. You're seeing them, but they don't have the effect on you. There's no one trying to stay as oneself anymore. These words become redundant also for you. I love talking with you, you know, because I like the way you look. You look inside. You go through with your mystic broom and you sweep things. And then you say, oh, even the broom. This one, that's right. It's beautiful, isn't it?